Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video. I've kind of been saying on social media if there's any questions that you want me to answer in this video, please let me know. And I picked 10 to try to keep me on schedule because I feel like if I was just going through questions, I don't know how long this would be. So I tried to pick 10 that, maybe were the most asked questions type of thing. So I will be doing 10 this round, but I hope to do more Q&As. So if you ask a question and you don't see it in this video or you think of another question, please just comment below and let me know and I will save it for my next Q&A video. I do record off of my cell phone and I didn't even think about it as I was writing down the list of questions, the 10 that I chose to answer. I completely spaced that I should have written down who was asking them. And a lot of the Q&A videos that I see YouTubers do, they have their phone and they're like, oh, this Twitter handle asked me this question. And I was like, well, duh, I can't obviously be looking on my phone while I'm recording this video. So I forgot to do that, but I will keep that in mind for the next Q&A video that I do. But if you would like to know the answers to some of your questions that you have asked, please keep watching. Okay, so these aren't in any order either. I didn't divide them up to make sense. I just wrote them down on my notepad. But one of the first questions that was asked was, why did I choose to start YouTube? And I'm still very new on YouTube. I think my first video went up either in late April or early May. So I'm still very new, but kind of the reason that I started it was simply to have another outlet to talk to people and to connect with people. I started Chicklet Plus in 2009 as a way to form a connection with people who have the same interests as me, which was books and reading and writing. And it just amazes me the power of social media that we have these days. There are so many people that I consider my virtual friends who I talk to, every single day, every single week online in some form, whether it be email or social media or now YouTube. And I just think that's really incredible. I know that YouTube has been around for a long time and I know it's been very popular and I know that YouTubers love what they do and now I really do understand it. I honestly didn't know if I was going to love YouTube and it was a reason why I didn't go out and purchase a fancy camera right away. I do now plan to because I plan on continuing YouTube. I just haven't had the time yet with our busy summer, so that's why I'm still recording off my phone. But from the first few videos that I did, I just realized how much I enjoy doing it and I love being able to talk about all my different passions and just reach so many other people. I just think that is really awesome. Another question that was asked is, what is my favorite place to visit? And that was really hard because I wasn't sure if it was favorite place to visit, places that I've been to before or places that I really want to travel to. But I will say that I'm a huge travel fanatic. I actually went to college for my associate's degree and that is in travel and hospitality. I chose it because I honestly wasn't sure what I wanted to do when I went to college, so I just chose something that had an interest to me, which was travel. I love traveling. Places that I really want to visit are Paris and Italy. Those are probably some of my two that are way up there. Some of my favorite places to visit. I've been to Las Vegas twice and I've had a lot of fun both times there. One time was a family trip and one time was actually a business trip, but still I have a lot of fun going there. I really like to go anywhere with water. I'm a huge water person and I'm a huge warm weather person, so anywhere that has sunshine and water, whether it be a lake, an ocean, I don't care. I just want to be by water. Another question that was asked about my writing was, kind of what is my process of writing? Do I outline my books or do I just kind of write by the seat of my pants? And honestly, so I have 4 books. My 4th book releases July 29th, and it's kind of been a different process for each of them. What I find myself gravitating to now is outlining the general plot. So I know who my characters are. I know instances where the really dramatic scenes are going to come in. I know how it's going to end. I know where the peaks are in the book. I plot all those out, but I don't necessarily plot each chapter. I know what's going to happen in each chapter. I just know kind of where I want certain situations to happen, and then I just write from there. A lot of times things will happen in the book that I don't expect, I didn't maybe have in my mind. It's just, it honestly is my characters doing what they want to do, and I'm just writing their story. So that's kind of what I've been seeing working for me lately. Fourth book is nearly in publication, so I've started outlining book 5, and that's exactly what I did. I have my characters, I know what's happening with the plot, I know where those bigger scenes come in, and then I'm just gonna start putting pen to paper or finger to keyboard and see what happens. Another question about writing was, is there any books that I didn't finish or that I didn't see through? And I wasn't sure if this meant reading-wise or writing-wise, but I remember the person who asked several writing questions in a row, and so I'm gonna go with it's more on a writing question. That answer right now is no. My first book, Destined to Fail, I actually rewrote it 3 times, and when I say I rewrote it, I mean it was an entire rewrite. The book started out as something completely different. I sent it to an editor and she came back with a bunch of ideas, and I took her ideas and was like, scrap that book, let's make this one, and I rewrote the whole thing, and then I sent it to another editor. She came back with ideas and I was like, don't like that one either, and rewrote it. So that's, I don't know if that counts, but that book was a full rewrite 3 times, and looking back I'm like, you're crazy. But it was my first book. I didn't have any expectations. I didn't have any readers like, hey, when's your next book being released? How you feel after you have books out, then you start to feel like you need to release books consistently. No one really even knew that I was writing a book. Not even some of my family knew that I was writing, so I didn't feel the pressure, and I just really wanted to put my first book out there that I loved and that I had my whole heart behind, and I'm happy to say that the third one turned out that way. But as of right now, there is not a book that I've started writing and that I just couldn't get into it. I have written a novella. It's a holiday novella that will come out more towards like the November, December timeframe, and I did kind of plot an idea for a novella, and that's all the further I got. Was I plotted it out and was like, I don't think that's gonna work, so I changed gears and decided to go with a different novella, but I didn't actually like really start writing it and give up on it. So yeah. And one person asked, do I have a favorite book that I've written? And I feel like that is so hard because it's like asking to choose like your favorite child or something. So that's really tough. So I have 4 books: Destined to Fail, The Green Ticket, A Questionable Friendship, and my latest one is called Up to I Do. I think you should always say like your latest one is your favorite one, because like that's the book that you're excited about. And honestly, I'm recording this about a week before the release date for Up to I Do, and I honestly feel like I just feel so many nerves. Like the week before release is just so, it's like heart-wrenching. I feel ill every day. Now my review copies have gone out to book reviewers, and every time someone emails me or tweets me like, hey, I'm reading your book, I'm like, oh my god, this is like, I don't know how to accurately describe this feeling, but it's just really crazy. So I don't know if I feel that excitement yet about Up to I Do, because I just mostly feel nauseous right now. So I'm actually going to say that A Questionable Friendship is my favorite one at this time, and I think it was really because I was able to use so much creativity with this book. With my first 2 books, they were each kind of based on either certain things that have happened in my life or experiences that I've experienced, and I wrote them into the book. But A Questionable Friendship was really all me and my imagination and my characters really coming to life on the page. And so I feel like that book will always be really special to me for that reason. It was the first time I felt that I really like let myself loose and trusted in my writing skills instead of my life skills and experiences to write a book. Does that make sense? Halfway through. Question that was asked was, what do I feel is my greatest personal achievement? And that one was really hard. I thought about that one when I saw it come in. I think it was on Instagram. I was kind of like, oh, okay, And I had to think about it, and honestly, I think I would have to say that I feel like my greatest personal achievement is just being where I am today. We all have situations in our life that are tough. We all go through tough times, and everyone has a story and everyone has baggage, and I feel like so many people have things that have happened to them in the past that really make them strive to keep moving forward and keep doing better for themselves. And, you know, because I've gone through some things, there's been several times in the past where I've thought like, I'm not going to go anywhere in life, and, just struggled a lot. And now it's so crazy to me because I own a home, which is so wild to think about. Like, that's crazy that, I'm 20 years old, I own a home, I'm married to a wonderful man, but also just because I'm working my dream career. Being an author and working in books is something that I've wanted to do ever since I was a little girl, and to be able to do it now and to be able to support myself. Also to know that I've surrounded myself with people that believe in me and that push me to keep doing what I'm doing and that support me in what I'm doing. I feel like that's a really beautiful personal achievement because I never, gave up on myself to the point where I stopped trying or I stopped believing in myself. So I think that is my greatest personal achievement. And hopefully none of the other questions make me cry because, whoa, that's so not cool. There was a lot of questions that came in about like, am I married and do I have kids? And some people who know that I don't have kids was like, when are you having kids? I am married. I will be married for 2 years in September. I met my husband in college. We've been together probably close to 10 years now, which is kind of wild. Probably 9 years. Married 2 years ago in September. We welcomed our first puppy in November after our wedding. We have Aries, who is a Vishal puppy. If you follow me on social media, I share pictures of her all the time because she's like our greatest joy. We do not have children yet. We are both, we're in our 20s and we're very busy with life. We're busy, getting our careers figured out and, what we want to be when we grow up and all that fun stuff. We did buy a house together right before our wedding. We have a house, we have a dog, we have each other. Travel, we're still both very like travel bugs, and we go on several vacations a year, and it's just not the right time in our life right now to have kids, but I know that we both want them. We just have to take it a day, a month, a year at a time. Another question that came in quite a bit, it was like, what do I do for fun, or what are my hobbies? I mean, my biggest personal hobby is reading and writing, which, is also part of my job. Other than that, I really enjoy doing yoga, and I also do run an Instagram fitness page with one of my friends. We're the Cheeky Chicks on Instagram, and we share yoga photos every day, but I practice yoga daily, and I really love it. Also, just working out in general is something that I really enjoy doing and something that I've always enjoyed doing. I like finding new workouts to do. I like kickboxing, Pilates, yoga, dance, anything like that I like to do. I'm a big sports fan, so right now we're in baseball season. I'm a Cubs fan. I enjoy watching the Cubs games on TV. We're going to a Cubs game here in a few weeks. I also really like football. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. I like watching sports as well, and then just really, we have a large group of friends. I like hanging out with my friends and my husband and my dog and just hanging out at home. The one question that I probably got asked the most is like, can I explain what it is I do and like all the different jobs that I do? And I won't really answer that in this video because I actually created a whole video on what I do and kind of take you through my day and all the different jobs that I do because I wear so many hats. I'm an author. I work in freelance for editing, proofreading, marketing. I own a publishing company, and I work freelance in several other bookish areas. I do the yoga online. I wear a lot of different hats. I do a lot of different things, and I know it can be really confusing that people are like, what do you do? Or you're everywhere, or you do that too. Like, that's crazy. I feel like that was something when I started YouTube. People are like, now you're doing YouTube too? Like, what don't you do? But I just have so many passions. I'm so lucky to be able to do what I do because it gives me the freedom to do so many different things. So I just think that's really amazing, and if something interests me and I have a passion for it and I want to dedicate myself to doing it, why not do it? So you can click up here and that will take you to the video where I explain what I do. And I will also be sure to link it below as well in the description box if you want to check that one out. Last question that I have, I thought was kind of interesting because I think it was only like 2 people asked this, but I actually wanted to talk about it because I want to pose another question for you guys. People are asking me like, what's in my purse, or like, what is something that is always in my purse that I can't leave my house with. I was curious because I've seen a few people do like what's in my purse videos, and I've watched them. It's always interesting to see what a woman has in her purse, especially because we seem to carry such large bags. I do as well. I didn't know, would you guys be interested in me doing a what's in my purse video? I didn't know because that'd be something pretty different for this channel, but people seem to really like them, so I wasn't sure. And because I had a couple people ask, you know, a question kind of like that, I thought I would just like throw it out to you guys and see if that's something that you might be interested in. So if you do want to see that video, please comment below or let me know on social media, and I will try to clean my purse out the best I can. My purse is large because I always got a lot of stuff in there, but a few things that like I can't leave home without. One would be lip gloss because I feel like I'm always putting lip gloss on. You know, of course the usual things like my phone and my wallet always has to be in there. I always carry usually like 2 to 3 koozies in my purse because you would not believe the amount of times that we go out somewhere and one of my friends is like, oh man, I wish I had a koozie, and I'm always just like, yeah, here you go. I mean, we have drawers upon drawers full of koozies, so I always stick a few in my purse, and that way I can be like a lifesaver for someone who didn't bring a koozie. Another weird thing, but I always like to have in my purse is just like a little nail kit set, which I probably could have grabbed it for you, but it has like tweezers and scissors and nail clippers and files and things like that, and it just is incredible the amount of time that I get asked like, does anyone have a scissors? Does anyone have a tweezers? Does anyone have a nail clipper? Like, that thing has come in handy so much. I believe I got it as a gift, like as part of a Christmas gift from my mother-in-law several years ago, and that thing does not leave my purse. I travel with it. It goes everywhere with me, so that's one thing that I always want to have in my purse as well. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that video because I'm sure I can do it for you. I'll try to take out like all the receipts and gum wrappers and stuff before I do that. But yeah, just let me know. So that's the wrap up of my Q&A video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you learned a little bit more about me. I hope to do, you know, these every once in a while because I get so many questions that come in and it's so hard to answer back to everybody that asks me in all of my different social media accounts because I feel like I have about a million. But if there's any other questions that you guys want, please do comment below and let me know, or ask me on the social media. I'll be sure to put something up there again when I'm going to do another Q&A video in the future so you guys know like when is coming up. But yeah, I hope you liked it and hope you learned a little bit about me. And please give this video a thumbs up if you do like it. If you have any other video suggestions, please do comment below. Let me know. Please subscribe if you haven't. And I don't think I have anything else left to say, so I will just catch you guys in my next video. Bye!